JEJE Vibe.
I say JEJE Vibe.
On JEJE.
We say JEJE Vibe.
It's JEJE Vibes.
You know it's JEJE Vibe.
We vibing.
You know it's JEJE Vibe.
We chilling.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? You're welcome to another vibe. You know it's JEJE Vibe. And you know
JEJE.
it's going to be an amazing vibe.
As always,
I got the queen with me. The one and only Lola.
you mentioned the name.
Let's go. We back. So today we're going to be talking about something very important that seems to be affecting society, and I don't think we're talking about it enough. Loneliness.
Let's go.
Today we're talking about the effects, the causes, and what the future is for our present situation. Loneliness.
High from afar.
Away from each other, away from that connection to your environment.
Hi, neighbor from afar.
No human connection anymore.
A friend from afar.
We are all apart
Hello from afar.
from ourselves. Even nature is worried about us. Is this a problem that was caused by the pandemic while we were locked down?
I don't think so.
Is this a problem that was caused by social media or the pandemic?
Now, that I think so.
The fact that we cannot connect to ourselves. We've seen those videos of people on trains and they're all on their phones.
The only time they look up is when I guess you hear the sound for the upcoming train station stop.
This is where I get off. Is this what the future holds, that even humans can't connect with humans anymore?
Or the fact that most people spend time especially the Gen Zs now. At least our generation was the, what shall I say, the last happiest.
Crazy.
The younger folks now are always on their gadgets, locked up in their rooms,
Crazy.
online in with friends,
Online games, gaming,
or some people that you might never meet.
streaming.
And we just attach that terminology, friends, to it.
Like, the effects are real. People are becoming socially awkward these days.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear about loneliness.
Do you ever get lonely?
Yeah, I think everyone gets lonely.
That's almost like a daily struggle.
I often feel very lonely in the city.
What does it feel like?
It feels like being lost, like in a maze.
with no hand reaching out to you, and you just don't really feel like climbing back out, or you just can't climb back out.
It feels like that feeling of like you're about to cry, but you just don't need to.
I live in a studio apartment, so oftentimes it's sort of trying to be comfortable with myself.
I think loneliness for me is not feeling understood. And I definitely don't feel understood if I can't understand myself.
There always feels like this greater looming.
The fact that kids these days don't even know how to relate to each other or one another, or or boy saying hi to a girl.
Crazy.
Being socially awkward.
Crazy. This is a sad situation for us. For the future, if this is what's happening in the present day right now, imagine what the future is. When we're having gadgets that come in now to keep you more isolated.
Or the fact that we saw it somewhere that the younger ones are complaining that they're beginning to look older. The Gen Zs are looking older now than the millennials.
Crazy. 23-year-olds looking like 35. This is crazy. Mad. What's going on?
Kids trying to grow up fast.
Kids, the young generation are trying to grow up fast. I've seen like a guy that is 20 something and he's looking way older than me.
Don't say that.
Like, it's like an uncle. But he's younger than me. That's the point I'm trying to make.
All the young girls now with what? Heavy makeup, augmented body, wigs, dressing to be more grown than what they are really.
Whew. Even nature is like, oh, you guys are moving too fast. Slow it down. It's not that serious. Young girls are now applying Botox. I don't have anything against it. If it feels it helps you, that's cool. But I'm like, so this is crazy. The fact that kids, or we're getting too isolated to ourselves where we can't even have conversations. We don't have people to have these conversations with.
Hanging out these days has to be more of conscious effort, even when it comes to the grown folks, even when it comes to the colleagues that you work with. At least some of the colleagues that I work with, they're working, what am I saying?
3 to 4 jobs. People don't even have time to I think another point is people don't even have time to associate or to have social meetings with friends.
Crazy.
And that's for people that have friends. Now, what are people that don't even have friends and now they're looking online to make friends and trapped in this bubble of talking to people that you might never even come in contact with? It's crazy.
Or like people moving to a new town and calling to ask if they can get introduced because they don't have friends.
There's so many moving to a new city, and if you're someone who cannot just go out and make friends, it's going to be a problem because then you become more isolated in your box, seeking for people to now introduce you to their friends. Like,
then you're gonna be explaining how I don't go out anymore.
it's crazy. It's a sad time, and loneliness. The effect is real. It's real. It's not just in the young generation, not just in the Gen Z. I think it also goes down to there's so many countries like Japan.
Are we really socializing these days? We need to be asking that question. Are we?
We're not. I think that's what the effect is. The effect is happening with loneliness because we are not socializing. We're not.
And
we
human
don't
beings.
have people to have these conversations with. People are not connecting to their environments. Imagine living in America and you don't even know your neighbor. Like you can't even you're walking in the streets and nobody's even saying hi or how you doing today. Like you say hi to someone and someone just ignores you. It's crazy. People are weird these days.
And human beings by nature are meant to socialize. We're social animals.
That's the whole point of us existing. We're meant to be here to connect with people, connect, have experiences, share ideas, share thoughts, build something together. Nobody built anything by themselves. Everybody had to put an impact or an effort to it to make that dream or that idea come to pass. And it's all about socializing. You have to come together to at least build something, build a family, build an idea.
Nobody wants to be alone. Nobody wants to die alone.
Nobody. So whatever you, I think we'll just end the conversation here, guys. What do you guys feel about this loneliness pandemic? Do you think it's time for us to come out, connect, and at least stay away from the phones for a bit and just connect with people? Get to not being trapped with our own thoughts and our own ideas, but at least have people that we can bounce these ideas with. Friends, family, neighbors. I think it's time that we have this conversation. So whatever
I
you
would
guys
like
feel,
everyone to share their thoughts
so whatever
on
you
it.
guys feel is happening,
Yep.
how do you guys see it happen? How do you guys see a solution coming when it comes to how we move into the future? We need to connect to the nature, to the environment. So we have to connect. That's the whole point. So how do we move forward, guys? So drop a comment. Let us know how you feel. This is JEJE Vibe. And you know, I got the queen with me. And we out of here.
Bye now.
JEJE Vibe.
On JEJE.
JEJE Vibe.
We snuckling.